Chakravarti. You watching Srikanth Ideal Chemistry. In this video, we are discussing about integrated rate equation for first order reaction. So, for first order reaction, the rate of reaction. What is meant by first order reaction? The rate of reaction is proportional to first power of the concentration of reactant. We call as a first order reaction. What is the rate of reaction? The rate of reaction is proportional to the first power of the concentration of reactant. We call as a first order reaction. So to get the derivation for integrated rate equation for first order reaction, just consider an equation. So consider a reaction that is A gives rise to products. So here I just take in two time intervals. At time t is equal 0, the concentration of A is taken as A moles per liter. After time t, at time t, the concentration of A is taken as A minus X. So here change in concentration of reactant A in the time interval is X moles. So those X moles can be converted into the products. So here X moles is indication of number of moles of reactant can be changed into products, and A is initial moles of reactant A, and A minus X is number of moles at time t. So the rate of reaction at time t is directly proportional to concentration of A at the time. So based on this, the rate of reaction at time t is proportional to concentration of A. So based on this, I just take the derivation, that is so the rate of reaction at time t. At time t, here change in concentration of reactant A is X moles. So then rate is dx by dt is directly proportional to. So the rate of reaction at time t is proportional to concentration of A. So at time t, the concentration of A is A minus X. So A minus X whole power 1. Why? Because it is first order reaction. So to remove the proportionality, here I just add a constant, that is K. So then we get dx by dt is equal to K into A minus X. Now get the A minus X to this side and dt to this side. Then we get dx by A minus X is equal to K dt. Now integrate on both sides. What is? Integrate on both sides. We get integrate on both sides. We get integral dx by A minus X is equal to K into integral t. After integration, we get minus ln A minus X is equal to kt plus C. So taken as equation 1. Here C is the integrated constant. So C is equal to integrated constant. So now at time t is equal to 0, the concentration of A is taken as at time t is equal to 0, the reaction cannot be started. So then we get X is equal to 0 at that time. So at time t is equal to 0, the concentration of X is equal to 0. Now substitute the both values in equation 1. So substitute above values in equation 1. Then we get minus ln a minus 0 is equal to k into 0 plus c, resulting we get c is equal minus ln a. Now substitute the value of c in equation 1. Substitute value of c in equation 1. So then after substitution we get minus ln a minus x is equal to kt minus ln a, minus ln of a minus x is equal to kt minus ln a. So get the minus ln a to this side, so resulting we get ln a minus ln a minus x is equal to kt. It is look like log a minus log b, so log a minus log b we can take log a by b, then we get ln of a by a minus x is equal to kt. So if you expand the ln is equal to, you know very well, 2.303 log, then 2.303 log a by a minus x is equal to kt. So then k is equal to 2.303 by t into log a by a minus x. So this is we call as a integrated rate equation for a first order reaction. Okay, now we just derive the equation for half-life period of first order reaction. Half-life period for a first order reaction. When go for the first order reaction, the units of first order reaction is equal to units. The units of first order reaction is equal to time inverse. So time inverse means you can take second inverse, minute inverse, hour inverse. Okay. Now we're discussing about a half-life period of first order reaction. First we take the integrated rate equation. Then k is equal to 2.303 by t into log of a by a minus x. So in play here, half-life period means the time required to reduce the initial concentration of reactant exactly half of its initial value. So substitute t is equal to t of and x is equal to a by 2 in above equation. Then we get k is equal 2.303 by t of into log of a by a minus a by 2. So a minus a by 2 we get a by 2. If we get the reciprocal, then we get 2a by a. So get the t of to this side and k to this side. So t of is equal to 2.303 by k into log of a by 2. So a will be cancelled, then we get log 2. So that is equal to 2.303 by k into log 2. You know very well the value of log 2 is 0.3010. So 2.303 into 0.3010 by k. So it is equal to 0.693 by k. So the formula for t of is 0.693 by k. So based on the half-life period of first order reaction, we can say for first order reaction the half-life t of is independent of rate constant, independent of concentration of reactant. So here t of is independent on initial concentration. So this is about a half-life period of first order reaction. Next we just take some important relations and graphs based on first order reaction. Now we discuss about some important graphs based on first order reaction. So first graph, I just take the concentration of A versus time. Then I just take the x-axis and y-axis. On x-axis I just take the time. On y-axis I just take the concentration of A. So then we get a curve like this. Okay, so this is the graph. We get a curve when draw the graph between concentration versus time. So second one, I just take the rate versus time. Rate versus time. So when you take the rate versus time, so just take the x-axis and y-axis. So on x-axis I just take the time, on y-axis I just take the rate. So for first order reaction, if you draw the graph, it will be present like it is similar to first graph. Okay, and then third one, log A minus x versus time. Log A minus x versus time. So here I just take the graph, x-axis and y-axis. So on x-axis I just take the time, on y-axis I just take the log A minus x. Then we get a straight line with a negative slope. A straight line with a negative slope. So for this curve, intercept is log A and slope is equal to k is equal to minus slope m is equal to minus k by 2.303. Okay, and one more graph we have, that is half-life versus initial concentration. So that is the fourth graph. So here I just take the graph between half-life period and concentration of A, I mean initial concentration. Then I just take the x-axis and y-axis. On x-axis I just take the concentration of A or initial concentration. On y-axis I just take the half-life period. Then we got a straight line parallel to the x-axis. Why? Because for first order reaction the half-life is independent of initial concentration of a reactant. So they are the four graphs which is indicate the relation between concentration versus time, rate versus time, log A minus x versus time, and T of versus initial concentration. All these four graphs are belongs to first order reaction. Now we just take some examples for first order reaction. Examples to the first order reaction. So when nitrogen pentoxide N2O5 all for first order reaction, all decomposition reactions are examples of first order reaction. So then here N2O5 gives rise to N2O4 plus half O2. At the same time H2O2 hydrogen peroxide undergoes decomposition. It can form water and half O2. Then when SO2Cl2 undergoes decomposition, it can form SO2 plus Cl2. Then NH4NO2 ammonium nitrate undergoes decomposition. It liberates the nitrogen gas and form the water. All radioactive disintegrative reactions are examples of first order reaction. So radioactive disintegration reactions are examples for first order reactions. So these are some examples for first order reactions. And now we are discussing about some important relations based on a first order reaction of rate equation and half-life equation. Okay, here I just give some important relations based on first order reaction. So which are these are shortcut formulas. All are very important in the time of objective calculation in the standard of mains, NEET and advanced. So listen carefully. The first formula is amount of substance left after n half-lives. What is amount of substance left after n half-lives is equal to A naught by 2 power n. Here A naught means initial concentration, here n means number of half-lives. n is equal to number of half-lives, and A naught is equal to initial concentration. Okay, and next one is relation between T of and Tx percentage. Suppose x percentage of amount decomposed is given, then we get to take the these two formula. So amount decomposed. So when percentage of amount decomposed, then relation between T of and Tx percentage. So in that situation, we use the formula like T of by Tx percentage is equal 0.3 by log of 100 by 100 minus x. So this formula we use it when T of and Tx percentage is given. Suppose 2 percentage, I mean Tx percentage and T90 percentage, I mean two different percentage, nothing but except 50 T of. So here T of means T50 percentage. So if you asking the amount of decomposed when two different percentage is given, relation between Tx percentage and Ty percentage. I mean, suppose if you take the Tx percentage is T90, suppose if T90 is given and asking about T70 percentage, in that situation we use this formula. So then formula Tx percentage by Ty percentage is equal to log of 100 by 100 minus x is divided by log of 100 by 100 minus y percentage. Okay, so these two formulas we use when amount decomposed. Suppose if they asking the amount left, same formulas we use it in different way. What is amount left? Suppose if they asking amount left, then relation between T of and Tx percentage is T of by Tx percentage is equal to 0.3 by log of 100 by x. So this is a relative formula when relation between T of and Tx percentage amount left is asking. So in the same way, relation between Tx percentage and Ty percentage. In that situation, we use the formula like Tx percentage by Ty percentage is equal log of 100 by x is divided by log of 100 by y. Okay, so next I just give some relations based on T50 percentage. We discussing some relations based on TR. So all these belongs to first order reaction. T75 percentage is equal to T50, and T87.5 percentage is equal to 3T50, and T90 percentage is equal to 10 by 3T50, and T93.75 percentage is equal to 4T50, and T99 percentage is equal to 20 by 3T50, and T99.99 percentage is equal to 10T50. Okay, so then these are formulas based on T50. Suppose if T90 is given, in that situation we use T99 percentage is equal to 2T90, and T99.9 percentage is equal to 3T90, and T99.99 percentage is equal to 4T90 percentage. So there are some main relations based on half-lives of first order reaction. Okay students, if you like my concept, please subscribe to my channel, please like and share my videos. In the next video, we will discussing about numericals based on first order reaction. That's all.